the fastest hour in radio. It's the Ron and Fez Show. Donna Brazile, who ran Al Gore's 2000 campaign, has criticized John Kerry for having a faulty strategy and not coming up with a compelling theme.
Yeah, why don't you try to run the old Gore strategy where you guys took 8 years of peace and prosperity and ran that campaign into the dirt, you idiot.
I think Donna Brazile will get awarded our Ron and Fez Glass House Award for throwing stones at John Kerry.
Yeah, what John Kerry should do is come in with Lieberman, maybe to spark the campaign up a little bit, and then doing some kind of a crazy rope-a-dope during the debates.
Sorry that Kerry isn't running on the people versus the powerful in a time where everyone felt powerful.
I wouldn't let this lady run a campaign if I was running for the school board of a middle school in Delaware. I would say, no, I really need some help with this campaign.
How do you lose? You needed 517 votes in Florida. How do you lose? It's unbelievable. Well, she did put him in earth tones.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Let's change his look, and then people will care. In the meantime, don't run on any of the success of the last 8 years that you worked on.
Make sure you don't let that Bill Clinton around anywhere. Well, with all his popularity rubbing off, that could be disastrous. Diet researchers say studies show that eating disorders in men are on the rise.
Now, what do they mean by an eating disorder?
They mean like anorexia, bulimia, any sort of binging and purging.
All right, let me take this and file it L under lie. That's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. I look around and I don't see a lot of guys that look like they've been binging and purging.
I like any of these studies that come out. We're either too fat or, oh, my God, we're too thin. What's going on?
This is the biggest lie. The only time you ever see a guy throwing up is when he's drinking whiskey. Finally, there's a diet guys will use now, Atkins diet, and that's because they can have steak and bacon on 3 different meals. I do not believe for a heartbeat that guys are worried about being too thin.
The only one maybe I could think of is Billy Bob Thornton. Was he anorexic? I don't recall any sort of anorexic man.
I'm looking at Don Vito Margera, and I think he looks healthy and fat. It's a crazy, crazy country when they keep coming up with studies like this. And who's paying them for the studies? The government? I would just stop the money right there. When you come back, oh, guys are worried about their body. Most guys I see are wearing sweatpants when they go to church. We're gigantic.
They're so comfortable, though. Conservative groups pleaded with a federal judge Wednesday in an 11th-hour bid to stop the nation's first sanctioned gay marriages from taking place. That would be next week in Massachusetts.
So now what are you going to do, Fez? Have you decided?
Well, I'm not getting married.
Well, I understand. They're going to try to stop you as soon as you want to.
This gay marriage thing, this is just, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But eventually, gay marriage will be in all 50 states and countries around the world.
Well, you keep telling yourself that, Fester. Because you go, sister. You keep believing. You're going to overcome.
We'll be going to all kinds of gay weddings, me and you. Trust me, that's the future.
I don't even go to hetero weddings. I got news for you. I might show up to one gay wedding just to see what it looks like, to see if it's anything better than a hetero wedding, which are the dullest things on the planet.
A lot of the wedding photos will look like those Iraqi prison photos.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Mexican Air Force pilots filmed 11 unidentified flying objects in the skies over southern Mexico. Fezzy, is this it? Is it real? Is it finally a close encounter of the third kind?
I think this is it, yeah. These are aliens that are coming to visit us. I'm in. I am in on this one.
And they let you talk on the radio. You just shout these things out, and all you have is some Mexican video. That's all you have.
I have other Mexican videos, just not of UFOs.
Yeah, you got that one with the donkey and the busboy. I saw that. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
And they've never let me down.
You want it for your gay bachelor wedding stag party. Everybody's going to a stag party. Yeah, what would happen at a gay wedding? Would everybody go to the bachelor?
Yeah, I guess they'd have to.
And would everybody just sit on one side of the church? I'm with the groom. Boom, boom. And it's just going to tip over like Titanic.
I think they would have to do groom A and groom B. Now, with the Mexican UFOs, See, what if this was like the day the Earth stood still, where it's the aliens coming in and leaving the big robot so that we stop all our wars?
Yeah, that'll be good or bad?
Well, it was bad in the movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd be willing to do this. I will accept their God immediately, and then I'll go work in the salt mines until finally they deplete the Earth and move on to the next planet that they take over like locusts.
I'm just afraid I'm going to be prepared for their pleasure.
I wouldn't worry about that, big girl. All right, new high-tech cheating in California high schools, Fez. Officials are now banning cellular telephones after a student was caught using a camera phone to photograph an exam and send it to a friend.
These kids are getting too smart.
Do phones belong in school?
No, you don't need your photo phone, your cellular phone in school.
I think you need a phone in school.
What, the phone, it's just there as a distraction. We didn't have phones.
Oh, you're going to be that guy now. You're going to be, oh, in my day, we didn't have this MTV disco. We used to have to play the banjo for our pleasure, and we used to walk to school. Of course we didn't have phones in school, Fezzy. Life moves on. Your parents didn't have shoes in school.
But I'm one of those people that there's a lot of places I don't like cell phones. It drives me nuts when they go off in church, when they go off in a movie theater. I don't think they need to be in a classroom either.
I think that you don't have kids. When you have kids, you want them to have a phone in case an emergency comes up. What are you going to do, wait for the school to call you? That never happens. Later they'll be like this. Oh, we've been trying to reach you for 4 hours. Your son cut off his thumb in shop. Wouldn't you rather the kid just speed dials you? And if the kid can take a picture, send it to their friend, I say all the better. What's the big problem there?
That's cheating.
They're learning espionage. I think give it a different kind of education.
A Georgia judge sentenced to a repeat drug offender to spend the next 6.5 years with a coffin in his home as a reminder that if he doesn't change his ways, he's a dead man. All right, will coffin therapy work with this guy?
Why don't we all have coffins in our homes? Because sooner or later, we're all going to die. What are you doing, you crazy vampire judge? What the hell goes on down south that you can force a man to head home with a coffin because he smoked a joint? The last thing you want in your life after you get high is to see a coffin there in your house.
This druggie, whatever he's doing, if he's getting drunk or whatever, I guarantee you this. A week after having the coffin in his living room, he's turned it into a bar. You know, and it's not going to be effective 6.5 years down the road if he's living with this thing every day and keeping his laundry in it.
A guy's coming over to your house. He comes in and he goes, hey, man, you know there's a coffin in your living room? Yeah, I get high, so I have to keep it there. You are going to sound like you're tripping then when you're explaining that story.
And who's going by to check on him to make sure his coffin is there and that it is set up properly? The city council of Zephyr Hills, Florida, tried to settle a bitter month-long dispute by voting to change Martin Luther King Avenue back to its original name of 6th Avenue while keeping up street signs with both names on it. Does this please anybody? Is anyone winning this?
Yeah, it pleases me, Fez. I got to tell you the truth because I think people don't know their history anymore, and they forgot what 6th Avenue has done for this country. Before 6th Avenue, we used to just go from 5th Avenue to 7th Avenue. And kids nowadays don't even know about 6th Avenue, who also invented the peanut.
It's so bizarre because this town council, there's people complaining if we name this Martin Luther King Avenue, it could really bring in gangs and drugs by changing the name to MLK.
Well, Fezzy, if you ever travel around and you're looking to cop and you don't know the city, I guarantee you go to MLK Boulevard and you will be able to cop. I don't know why it happens. I don't know why it is. But every comic in America knows if you want to get laid, you want to get high, you don't know the town, ask somebody where MLK Boulevard is and you're going to find pleasures.
The coffin guy, I'm sure, was headed there. We're going to take a break here. Let's check in with the WJFK entourage before we do, though. They are out in the WJFK Toyota 4Runner and giving people some cool prizes. Hey, street team, where you at today?
Hey guys, today we're at the Solar Planet in the Vienna Shopping Center. It's right off of Maple Avenue. So come by, pick up your Dave & Buster's Power Cards. We've got prizes from AOL. We're also giving away free cans from Solar Planet and Hitman Contracts, the new game for the PlayStation and Xbox. So come by, look for the WJFK 4Runner at Solar Planet. Also come by and pick up your WJFK bumper sticker, only available at Solar Planet locations. This is Megan with the WJFK Entourage.